coming next summer. From the acclaimed book that has outsold Harry Potter and Twilight combined. The world may end in 2012, but see how it all started in 2011 with Bresson's Bible. In epic 3D.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Mère! Tu me comprends? Mon travail? Le monde c'est bien, mais tu connais moi? C'est la façon dont il devrait être.
Good morning, inmate. It is I, the warden. While you may feel imprisoned, I have provided for you. I share with you my garden. Don't think of yourselves as caged up. Think of it as protection from the outside world. Please, find peace and tranquility in the garden. But remember, we have rules, and rules must be obeyed. That is all. Please enjoy your stay at Eden State Penitentiary. Your warden.
I awoke in this prison knowing nothing. My sentence, my crime, my name. I no longer concerned myself with such questions. The warden told me I was the first of my kind. The rest of the inmates are animals. A coyote, a bird, an ape, and worst of all, the serpent. I pray to God every day that He will provide better company. There's something different about the new one. When she asks to meet in the garden, I can't refuse.
There's got to be more to life than just this place.
You're new here. I'll do you a favor, won't pay any attention.
There's a way out, and I'm gonna find it.
When she takes the lead like that, I can't help but follow.
I found a way out.
Who did you find that would help us? The serpent. I don't know you.
But I know you.
Why are you helping us?
I have my reasons.
We're gonna get out. And he's gonna help us.
The warden provides enough, but he's never given us fruit before.
Did they fall for the trap?
Yes,
Excellent.
they shall be departing momentarily.
As I take her hand and we escape, I still don't feel free.
Toast our success.
Something's wrong. The air feels different out here. This isn't right. I remember now. Everything's gone.
Together, they will spend eternity alone.
Hi, this is the DVD commentary for Bresson's The Bible, and I am Josh Nathan, and I was the boom operator on this project.
And I'm Nathan Seeley.
I'm Nathan Fung.
And I'm Alex Backus, and we have a very special guest with us today. Introduce yourself.
And I'm John Tibbetts.
Thanks for being here, Mr. Tibbetts. So since Bresson based all of his feature films off of literary works, that's why we chose, one of the reasons why we chose this story.
While we were doing research, we found out that Bresson was working on an adaptation of the Book of Genesis in the 80s before he retired. So with that in mind, we wanted to make a trailer for the movie that showcased different Bressonian theories.
Oh, here's some nice 3D.
Yeah, nice little class joke there. Talking about 3D all semester. This guy was
We
great.
found him at a supermarket. Non-actor playing Bresson. He's a French student at KU, and Bresson was influenced by painting in his films, his life as a painter.
In
And
terms of minimalism, we did that all with a window and a couple of bounce cards, so that was very minimalist.
here we
lighting
focus
setup.
on my hands.
Like, Pickpocket was based off of Crime and Punishment, and you can see the influences there. We wanted to do the same with the Book of Genesis, so this is kind of what we thought his version would look like. Because he was a prisoner of war, that was reflected in all of his films. So in this, we turn Eden into a prison.
You notice everything's very close. We're very close on actors' faces. This not only makes you feel a bit trapped, but it also really removes any theatricality, which Bresson was very much against. He wanted to get rid of any sort of theater feeling, and when you're this close to an actor's face, you do not feel like you're sitting in a stadium at all.
It's also a nice example of montage editing. We had a bunch of different stuff going on there. Shots of the warden talking, shots of Adam smoking.
Which is great because we could create a really non-linear narrative in a very short amount of time using these techniques, which is something Bresson would approve of.
This is, of course, Adam naming all the animals in his cell. There's another spin on the book.
Here we tried to utilize Bresson's techniques of off-screen sound. While they may be a little over the top and more than what Bresson would do, we felt it incorporated, his ideas for off-screen sound.
Well, it really enhanced the scene too. And this was another non-actor. We tried to use people who hadn't acted before to work with him. And this was actually shot at the Japanese garden downtown. It had these really great railings that we could utilize. You see the jacket blowing in the wind? That was kind of a little accident, a little happy accident when we filmed.
Framing up this was nice. You get the nice vertical bars. Really shows where they're at, where their characters are at.
We tried to make it as minimalistic as possible. So we relied heavily on only natural light. Occasionally we would have a bounce card.
All this sound was done in post. We had trouble filming in the basement. It was too loud. So it's just interesting to see how it matches up and how it doesn't with the security guard, which kind of creates this distant feeling with him.
Very tight shots. As we filmed this, I find that are we using tight shots because we're creating a prison feeling, or are we using tight shots because we have very little space? And does it really matter either way? The feeling comes across. Is it necessity? Was it really a choice that these filmmakers made, or were they just stuck in small locations with small lenses? I don't know.
Adam isn't in control of what's going on. He is influenced by everyone around him. He really has no free will, and that was kind of the Bressonian character. They just are pulled every which way, and they follow. So Eve is the real catalyst for them right now.
And here we have, God, in cahoots with the devil, and that ties into Bresson's unsettling conclusions that he often drew in his films.
In this version, when they get the apple, it is a key, and it leads to their escape, which will lead to the knowledge of what's really going on. And here they are escaping, and as they leave the prison that was once protecting them. They realize that there's nothing left in the world.
We shot with the Canon T2i because I personally like the shallow depth of field.
The shot's really nice too.
Yeah.
I really like that pan.
Although Bresson didn't really use music very much, we kind of relied on it heavily to help sell the emotion we're going for. Notice how there are two different audio tracks playing right now, but they act together to create kind of a distant feeling because one is a little bit slower and the other one has more of a solid beat that keeps interrupting the first one. So we just kind of had a lot of fun using sound to help create the feeling.
And again, this is a trailer, not a film, so, music is a little more vital to grab the viewer.
I mean, after working with non-professional actors and after working with limited supplies, you realize that there's a reason people use professional actors. There's a reason people use professional equipment. It's because you get a better product.
I wanted to thank Mr. Tibbetts for coming in.
Yeah. John, you got anything you want to say?
As we go into the 21st century, that a new generation portraying the characters comes along and who has absolute power but is not corrupted. Absolutely. This is very unique. So maybe that fed a bit of that natural skepticism.
All right.
That was yeah.
That's nice.
Thanks for watching, everybody.